Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender-norm sisters. It's time for some more of the Outer Worlds 2 with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. Yes, we are finally getting back to this after a fun week last week. So we are on to trying to get the Order of the Ascendant to make a deal with Auntie's Choice, something that is going to hopefully benefit both of them, but more importantly, benefit us. It should make it easier for us, so both Auntie and the Order of the Ascendant is helping get us into the archives, where we will figure out what's going on with this rift data and stuff like that. Now, we do have some other stuff to do as well. We have a few things to do as far as helping Inez find out who was bankrolling, find out who, and confront the person who was bankrolling the continuation of the grafting project, which was supposed to have been shut down. We need to go and deal with the leader of this rift cult for Aza. And then Marisol wants us to go and deal with somebody who stole her disciples, her ex-lovers, her daughters. I'm not sure their relationship, but Marisol's friend developed some really bad technology that could potentially end everything, and we need to find out who took some of that data and what they're doing with it and destroy it. We got a lot to do. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game, shall we? So here we are in the Le Palace, something or other. The where the Order of the Ascendant is.
Agent, over here.
Yes.
Ah, there you are. I was informed by Gertie you've agreed to help us reconvene negotiations.
Yes.
With your aid, Auntie's Choice and the Order will soon be rivals no longer. Just think of all we can accomplish if our two sides reject fractiousness and combine our efforts. Remember, seek out ways to help both sides. Engender trust. Gertie and I will let you know when it's time to move forward.
You can rely on me, Vicar.
In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop and Auntie Cleo can be challenging to debate with.
Right. Thanks. Basically, you just told me I'm stupid and don't speak well, and I need to improve. Oh, good gods, where is that horrible fucking music coming from? My god. Is it coming from in here? Or out here? Alright. I think we need to come up here.
Come back later.
The presiding bishop is not accepting visitors at this time.
Oh, well, that sucks. So I guess we need to go and find this other guy. Wait, where is he? He is up there? All right. Oh, come on. Should have been able to get up there. Thank you. Let's hop over here. Right. So you're the guy we need to talk to?
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away.
I received a message that said Ruth was indisposed and to speak with you in her stead.
What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia.
No, you're looking at the most important person in Arcadia, Toots. From what I've seen so far, that may well be the case. You know...
Really? Are you in charge of a different organization capable of saving Arcadia?
Yes.
Somehow I doubt that. The corporate invaders will suck Arcadia of its resources and cast it to the wind. And the Protectorate are no better than machines. Moreover, once we solve the universal equation, it will benefit all of humanity. You, me, everyone. No more suffering, no more doubt.
I'm not interested in discussing philosophy. How do I get an audience with her?
First, there is the matter of proving your aims align with ours. To that end, there are some elements that need erasing. Do so, and we may begin to speak of your desires. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there.
I mean, I can deal with these cultists if it means earning the Order's trust.
I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
Probably best to mention this to Azza before we smear blood all over Newton.
Probably. Oh, this is how we were supposed to get there. Okay. All right. Can I just, like, you know, fast travel back to... Yes, I can. Okay. We probably should, like, mention this to Aza and be like, hey, so, yeah, they want us to go and wipe out these cultists. Hi, Marisol.
Have an update about that personal matter. You know, the one that might, end the universe. The other universe-ending thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of things threatening the universe right now.
Back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anais, Sir Bujold's research. Believe I have a lead on their identity.
Didn't you say her research could destroy the universe? Probably shouldn't let that happen.
I wholly agree. I pieced together information from earlier leading to Golden Ridge on Dorado. Oddly enough, to the anchor hold at Matriarch's Mercy Monastery. I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling multiple crises, but I'd suggest we journey there sooner than later.
Talk more later.
May all our endeavors yield expected results.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if I remember right, she usually hangs out here.
What? Sorry. Caught me lost in my upper story.
Two questions
Such
for
as?
you. The information we found at the Interstellation Reconfiguration Center.
What about it? Are you going to say something about how it relates to the Glorious Dawn's beliefs about the rifts? That they're a gateway to paradise?
Come again?
The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. To be deconstructed by a rift is to be reborn in perfection.
You really believe that the rifts are some gateway to paradise?
The rifts are a device of the architect to hasten humankind's perfection. They reduce whatever comes into contact with them to mathematically perfect information. We are nothing but that information, but we cannot see that because we exist in a chaotic and disordered reality. The universe is decaying, and our efforts to manage it are futile. The rifts are a perfectly ordered phase of existence. No chaos, no striving, no suffering. Peace and unity with the architect themselves.
But doesn't the information we found refute that theory?
Their methodology is flawed. They even said they were conducting further experiments. I suppose you think that just because Dagmar betrayed me, it changes anything? One has no bearing on the other. Just because she has lost her faith doesn't make the Dawn's beliefs any less true.
Maybe not, but what we found does. You're intelligent, Asa. Just think about it.
I will. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I'm not...
Thank you, just the same.
No problem. I mean, you're welcome. I'm not saying, hey, just change your mind on a, on a whim or anything like that, but like, yeah. It's worth considering. All right, so let's go ahead and head back to the undisputed claim, and we're gonna go ahead and take care of the this director or this VP or whatever he is. Nobody waiting for us this time. That's good. Remote detonator. Species. No. Officer. Remote detonator. Okay, we only have a few of them that are... Right. We'll take these two. We'll take... We'll take the psychopath and the, genetically altered corporate person. All right, and we're just gonna fast travel to the head office. Yes. Wow, that is those are some choice depictions of Auntie's choice. All right.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship...
All right, let's go to Willard Kennan's office. All right. Guys ready? Remember, try not to go all ape shit on them. All right, let's make sure we actually got a save here. Can I just, come in and use your... Oh, it requires his key. Right. Well. All right. Private entry requires a hack of 9. All right. Messages. All right. Right. Still urgent, I must say, between the Zeranium mishandling and the rampaging of your beasts, the utter pathetic tone with which you address me, I am most disappointed in your performance. But fear not. The work you have started will continue with or without you, and your name will be read out in the daily demotions report for all to hear. Ground rules. Scientist Dunkel. First, let me express how pleased I am to finally have a scientist like yourself conducting this research. I am certain with your unique talent, advancements in transfusion and surgical procedures will be swift. You might have noticed the peculiarities of your work environment. It is all for your safety, and that of my research. I would remind you that any documentation you wish for me to see be delivered not to my office, nor handed to me in person, but to the location we previously discussed. Profit in mind, Vice President Conan. Perfect candidate. My fellow Vice President, it's been an arduous road, but I believe I found someone to assist you in your research endeavor. Margot Dunkel. While she has demonstrated a mildly concerning interest in viscera and various ways of producing said viscera, I'm certain you'll overlook it when you see her enthusiasm for the role outweighs her enthusiasm for negotiating her wages. I trust that you won't let this low-cost labor opportunity pass you by. Profitably yours, Ursula. P.S. Should her hiring be confirmed, I would suggest having her workroom locked from the exterior and a guard posted at the door. We wouldn't want her stumbling into the office next door on accident. Right. So, alright. So... okay.
You cannot be here. My contract stipulates that this lab door remains locked at all times. I am not to be disturbed. Ha! That's funny, considering the heaps of times I've been called such.
Can't imagine why Willard went through great lengths to keep you in here.
Is that so strange? The program I was hired for is highly confidential. I don't see why the vice president wouldn't take such measures. Why, I cannot even speak to him directly. Though I presume he also possesses an aversion to the smell of formaldehyde. He goes pale and ducks into his office the moment he sees me.
Well, that ain't right. Neither his managerial manner nor your working conditions. But once we get this program reworked, you won't have to worry about this anymore.
Oh, no. No, I don't want change. I love my work. I love this place. The smell of copper, the texture of viscera. There's nothing like it.
I'm sorry I asked.
So am I. My gut's roiling something fierce.
Why this art's beauty is lost on so many folk I'll never understand. Anyhow, I've much work to do. Please ensure the door is locked when you leave.
I mean, the door is still locked. Technically. Did you guys just go through the door? Alright, well, we don't have the observation level for that. Alright. Just money in a case. Alright. Well, let's do another quick save, and we'll talk to this guy.
It's high time one of you scientist types responded to my calling cards. The position's been open for more than 2 days, and already productivity is tanked by 149.4%. You want the role, it's yours, but I'm not budging on those hourly rates.
Let me guess. You're backfilling Rasmussen's position? Or all the scientists who work with him on Cloister lying cold on the lab floor?
Both, obviously. Unless you mean to tell me a graft like yours can install itself. Now, do you want the job or not? We're burning starlight.
Wait, aren't you going to ask how we know about Rasmussen?
It's no mystery. Soon as an employee is reported missing, dead, or out sick 2 hours in a row, their name is read aloud in the daily demotions report.
The one delivered by Auntie? Everyone tunes into that. Most folk would do anything to have their names spoken by her.
Not in this context. Maybe someday we can bottle that kind of schadenfreude and sell it at a premium.
We have a better business venture for you, reforming your program into something decent.
Decent? I'll have you know that profits were forecast to be in the billions in my assessment last quarter.
That's not what we're talking about. Look, we found your lab on Cloister. A friend of mine who succumbed to his graft sent me there to put an end to your work. It was, well, it was damn troubling. But after speaking with your doc, I came to see that the program's got much potential. If we shift focus, reform our work, grafts could better the lives for all folk. Rasmussen's now with Doc Tinsley in Fairfield, and they're ready to restart this work if we can get your agreement. No more killing, much more progress. What do you say?
I see someone failed out of the anti-Cleo School of Persuasion. Why would I ever pursue something so dull as reform? How does it serve me?
All right. Let's see here. I mean, we could go with our with our renegade. I mean, reform the program or reform the bones in your hand when I break them. Your choice.
You certainly came to the negotiating table prepared. But there is one small fly in the soup. Who exactly are you to dictate to me what we should be doing? I did not even know your name before you stepped through this door.
When I joined up in Tau Ceti, I was promised that if I proved myself, demonstrated exceptionalism, the moment would come where I could make a pitch for my own future. I ensured the safety of the delegates at the peace talks. I helped hunt down the fiend who destroyed our base on Golden Ridge. So yeah, I'd say the moment I'm owed has arrived.
Fine. Perhaps there is an opportunity here to expand our user base. But we can only pursue such a thing if we secure the funding. I could approach my business partner to this end. But I will require proof that this little reformation of yours is a viable investment. As such, you need to prove that a grafted trooper can achieve what the average one cannot.
You say that as though you have something in mind.
I do. The commander of our fortified position on Praetor has been chomping at the bit for a show of force. To rally the troops in our market share, so to speak. He will have all the minute details, of course, but assisting him and demonstrating your prowess will give us the leverage we need.
We're in.
I could tell you possessed a modicum of business sense.
Why not?
Head to Praetor. I'll send a reporter with camera drones to meet you there and debrief with our ground forces.
Hold on. You didn't say anything about this being filmed.
Heroism is nothing without exciting footage and a talking head to sell it to the masses. So do make sure you put on a good show. Off you go, then.
All right. What you think?
Feels like I got some hydrometa fluttering around in my stomach, Commander. Not literally. You know what I mean. Willard's clearly got a lot riding on how we do on Praetor. I ain't keen on having so few details for a mission. For anyone who ain't us, I'd say it's a surefire path toward failure. Reckon that's my way of saying I'd like to find out what exactly is in store for us. Sooner rather than later.
We'll talk later. All right, so we're good to go as far as going back to the incognito. So we need to go to Praetor for that. We need to go to Eden for Azza. And we need to go direct to Dorado for Marisol. All right. Well. Let's start at Praetor, and we'll go from there. I mean, I'm not sure what else you really need from us. We have done a shit ton of stuff for you guys already. Like, a shit ton. Alright, let's, yeah, that's a good combo. Nigel's gotta be chomping at the bit. He's like, God damn it, I haven't been out of this ship in a while. Well, I mean, that's not quite true. He hasn't seen much action. He has not seen much action lately. All right, so where are we going for this? All right, we are going down to the border camp. Then we've got something. Oh, right, we need to hit there. Oh, okay. So, all right, let's hit Auntie's border camp. And, like, you know, show of force, baby. Yeah, we kick ass, all right? We kick ass and we take names. All right. You guys,
That reporter's got to be nearby. Ain't keen to jump to conclusions, but I think I got a notion of what we're doing here.
I'm Orlin Crawford, the outsourced but never outmatched wartime correspondent for the ACS Undisputed Claim. You must be the grafted soldier, here to show us all what you can do.
Name's Inez, and yes, Willard Conan sent me to help you with some sort of... I don't know what, exactly.
Now, let's not skip on introductions. Who is this you have with you?
I'm a thieving scoundrel bound to no code and no rules.
And not bound to self-awareness neither.
The soldier and her conniving conspirator. I like it.
Never seen a grafted trooper in action before, but I'm looking forward to watching you work. Your mission, trooper, is to capture the Protectorate blockade to the north. Their defenses are too great to face head-on, so you'll want to sneak in through the back entrance. We've obtained the entry codes through great effort.
My camera drones will be filming the action from above, so do put on a good show. Blow up a few things, and use Inez's abilities to demonstrate the might of Auntie's choice. Yes?
Oh. We'll demonstrate it, all right. Anything else?
They've detained several of our scouts. I'd like to see them returned. If you deliver this weapons cache to them and free them, they might offer some aid in the fight.
This is quite the opportunity. Normally, a POW might be written off as shrinkage, an unfortunate, unavoidable loss. But their rescue will be worth far more in publicity.
So what? If I hadn't come along, you all would have left those troopers to rot.
Our motto is to leave no man behind, unless it breaches our contract and promises financial penalties, which this does. Now, take these codes for the back door and go.
Once you infiltrate the blockade, neutralize our foes, and open the gates, our remaining troops will move in to secure the blockade for ourselves. Any questions?
How do I get to the other side of the blockade?
The drilling crew near the chemical plant is working to punch a path through the mountains. You could use such a path, but for some reason, their job is taking longer than expected.
Or you could go through the automech production facility north of here. But that's where the scout who brought us the codes lost his life. So proceed with caution and a loaded gun.
Right,
Though
we've already cleared
I trust
that.
You may fare better than that poor sod did. I do look forward to seeing you take the fight to the Protectorate. It's about time Auntie gave him a good walloping. Ooh, and spare some time for me after you emerge victorious, won't you? What am I saying? Of course you will. Who wouldn't want to be interviewed for the wireless? Go on now.
All right, so you want us to come up to here. Right, so we need to come across to here. All right. Well, if we go here, we can just go cut up north. I mean, we've already, like, explored the majority of this frickin' place, so, yeah. We should be good. We should be real good.
My aftermarket parts are run.
Let me.
Sorry, I didn't let him, like, push it down the last little bit and... Yeah, you guys didn't do so good. Alright.
Here we are, about to kick the proverbial mantisaur nest. Hope you're ready for your close-up.
Always. Make sure they get my good side.
Damn. Of course they got a bunker mech. We need to take it by surprise, without alerting the other troopers, mind.
Subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent rulers.
All right.
Console provides this, huh?
Bullshit.
Much ado about nothing.
Yep. Just don't. Right. How do we... Oh.
The console provides, the system provides.
Alright. Is there something that we can, like, use to take him down? Let's try a save here real quick.
Better take a gander.
Aggressor at hand.
Disagreeable business.
What kind of tom?
That somebody?
Nope. Nobody you need to worry about, at least.
What's your purpose here? Don't question, don't doubt.
All right.
Let your betters think for you. Employing a thorough, methodical search pattern. To what end does the plan serve set to sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
Okay, so this is just a room?
This like decent people.
Well, I'm sure we could.
This paradigm we serve supplies what we desire.
leave us here. We still got 43 months of boot camp loans to pay off.
Well, let me close this door.
Fake law.
On your feet, soldiers. You're free.
Hot damn! You're a real grafted trooper! Our crew at the border ain't gonna believe this. Sure wish I were authorized to hand out 3.7% discounts, because you just earned one, friend. Our hosts are still walking about, and it seems we're without our weapons. You ain't happen to bring any, did you?
Well, yeah, no, you just happen to be in luck. Oh no, I gotta do it. Got some guns right here.
Really, Commander?
But all kidding aside, we need weaponry, if you've got any to spare. Please, give us a chance against our captors. Oh, wonderful! Auntie always provides. Now, let's get out there and give those bastards the what for.
Okay.
Knock off the funny business.
Happy to help. That's great.
Engaging in engagement. Rolling it.
Another ass kicking for the history books. Let's open the gate for that reporter and the troops before these bodies get cold.
All right, but first things first. Let's check their warehouse. Ooh, a card that gives us +1 to damage. That's 1% to damage. Security logs, return to route. So there's something. Right. Automechanical terminal key. All right. I'm guessing we probably would have found that on one of the people in here. There's the other body. All right. So yeah, that was you guys were really needing our help for that? Like, are you fucking kidding me? That was a walk in the freaking park, man. That was like child's play here. All right. So let's Put this on. Ah, okay, there it is.
Over here! Let's have a word with the hero of them. Well, the blockade is ours now, but the way in which you captured it lacked a certain finesse, shall we say. Not sure my drone's footage will show what we were looking for.
That hasn't stopped you lot from spinning a story before. You said something about an interview earlier. Well, I'll answer your questions. You'll make me look good in return?
It's audio only, Trooper. And you're working with a true professional now. Let me work, huh? Relax. Be authentically you, though you'd be wise to throw in a tagline or two. Ready?
Well,
right.
Great! Recording's already begun. I'm here, live at the scene with the fearsome grafted soldier Inez. It's a shame you cannot see this, dear listener, for it is impressive indeed. Inez, your destruction of those dastardly Protectorate troops was awe-inspiring. You must feel like the employee of the month, having brought such a decisive victory to Auntie's choice.
I'm just, doing my part. I joined up because I believed in our mission, to liberate Arcadia. Reckon my actions illustrate that more than anything I could ever say.
She's too modest. She's a born marketeer. She recruited us all for this. She recruited us for this mission all by herself.
Ah, suppose I do know a thing or two about a pep talk. Given many in my time to troopers suffering injury or boredom.
How wonderful! I hadn't realized Inez here had initiated a recruitment campaign. Truly a lesson to us all. Dear audience, the voice you just heard is that of the soldier's close associate and eyewitness to the battle and the marvelous carnage littering the land. You also freed some of our troopers from the Protectorate's fiendish grasp. One can only imagine the torture they suffered. Tell us about it, the rescue, in detail if you would.
Look, I did what anyone with an ounce of sense would do. Ain't gonna leave one of my own in such a state. And if I had it my way, I would have acted sooner.
The fellow soldiers never tried to save them, actually. It's a good thing we came along. And if they allow you to fight again, you can prevent anyone else from getting captured.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I plan on doing everything in my power to bring a swift end to this war, and keep as many civvies out of harm's way as possible.
A heartwarming sentiment, but not too swift an end to the war, I hope. It's good for business, as we all know. In any case, those soldiers can finally return to their postings again. Now, I have a question about your abilities, Inez. What sets a trooper like you apart from the rest?
These grafts make me stronger. Good in a bind. I know I'm a bit of a curiosity. Ain't too many of us left. But there is so much good we can do with grafting, if we try.
He's right. Grafts could be used for anything, not just the battlefield.
I got a plan, see? To start the grafting program up again. The research is promising, and with the right backing, it could be a product that can better the lives of everyone.
A fascinating idea. I think we'd all sleep soundly if we knew more of you were running amok on our behalf. Before we wrap, have you anything else of note to tell our undoubtedly enraptured audience?
This might be a good time for a product tagline.
Oh, I got one. Ain't just a tested and true product that'll put you over the top. A graft like mine might also get you into orbit.
Ah, I see. A bit of cheeky product placement for Zero G whiskey. Very well done, you. And that's a wrap. You can go back to slouching or sneering or whatever else it is you do.
So, how did we do?
Astonishingly well. Rest assured, our listeners will be glued to their radios for all the lurid details and to hear more of my award-deserving reporting, naturally.
Well, that's a damn sight better than I was anticipating. Willard will have to make good on our deal now. Let's head back and speak with him.
You do that, and I will remain here, burdened by the drudgery of war. Farewell.
Right. So, I think that went exceedingly well, actually. All right, Asa, you ready to assault the compound up here? The central control, I guess? Wait, we've already been there? Wait, yes, we have. Wasn't that where we had to go in order to help out Tristan?
Intruder at Central Control!
Oh.
Hostiles nearby.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Ready if you need a house call.
Whoa, yes.
Someone call for a medic.
Please.
Out of sight and on the way. Happy to help. Discreetly.
They have bombardments. That's not cool.
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
All right. Oh, wait a second. Don't we have something that's specifically... Yes, the auto hacker. All right.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Yeah, thanks.
Anyone else? Here, a medic?
Okay. Right, we did have to sneak into this place last time. I forgot we had to sneak in.
I'm alive.
All right. I forgot we had to sneak in last time. Yeah, the body's found. That's great. Oh no, they found more bodies. What a shame. All right. Light. Ah, that's right. Okay, up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey there.
What's up, Commander? Don't make me avenge you! Someone call for a medic. Let's get you healed.
Yes.
Out of sight and on the way.
But you're like, yeah, all right.
Tingling. All charged up.
Great.
To the rescue. Sight unseen. Someone call for a medic. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Well, a lot of them are already dead, thankfully. Wait, there's still people... Oh, I guess everybody inside was just like, yeah, those guys will take care of it. Who would be able to get through all of that shit?
Yeah.
Right, we should probably change to her. Okay, so we need to get to this building over here. Gotcha. Probably a good thing that we didn't bring Tristan along, eh? I don't think he would have been too happy with us. Anybody in this building? Doesn't look like it. Search for Dagmar Sharp. Alright, Aza's passcode. Project Aza. Current status. Aza still lives, despite the kill order. The incompetence of my so-called cultists leaves me once again humiliated and offering my humblest apologies. To rectify this inexcusable state of affairs, I have sent a cadre of sentinels to extinguish her life, using her old friend Acolyte Severin as bait. I must beg one last indulgence, if I may. After Aza is dead, I would like Acolyte Severin delivered to my office for debriefing prior to execution. General communication. All right.
We don't have to track her down. She's here. She didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel. With a fucking office in central control. Something like this could really cause one to question their sanity.
I reckon that ship's already sailed off into another fucking dimension.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that.
I think we all know just how sane Azza is or isn't. Let's stay focused here. No. Azza's as sane as any of us, which isn't saying much.
Well, as a Helia Leitinger, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you've made it this far. In addition to your wonderful thirst for wanton violence, you were always bright, though still somehow too thoroughly deluded to apprehend the truth. But then again, you never really wanted to, did you?
You could stop with quick comments now and just tell us why you betrayed Azza.
Yes, well, can it truly even be considered betrayal if it was always lies? And Azza's willful ignorance made her the perfect candidate when I started the Dawn at the Consul's behest.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak.
With the authoritarians dreaming of even more power, this would be tedious if it weren't so terrifying.
I see that Azza isn't the only willfully ignorant person here. Society needs to be controlled for the greater good, by any means necessary.
The greater good.
Or would you prefer a more corporate way of life?
Anyone with a lick of sense would prefer our way. The only folk who jump at the chance to shackle others are the ones who are free from that same control. Ain't that right?
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
And there it is. I almost felt sorry for you, Azahelia. You were so pathetic. So willing to believe specious arguments backed with only the flimsiest of proofs. Ah, well, such is life. But your usefulness is not yet at an end. Your death will put me back in the Consul's good graces. Goodbye, Azza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively.
We'll discuss methods later, but I agree she must... Look, I know you're upset, but let's table torture discussion for now, Azza.
Really? Oh, but I so want to kill her. Okay, I'll keep my torture plans to myself. For now.
That's all I'm asking. Noted. Let's go.
Terminated forthwith.
Okay, so I'm assuming that people are a bit more on guard now. Or, like, not.
Helia Leitinger is still at large. All guards loyal to the Protectorate converge on my position at once.
Aggressors in range.
Refill this.
Restore my life or avenge my death.
The Protectorate endures.
Trouble ahead.
Idler! Brass raring to go. We are duty bound to stop them.
Idlers and freeloaders. For cover in our midst. Come on out. So we might.
There you are.
Realign.
Out of sight and on the way. Happy to help. Discreetly. Let's get you healed.
Remain. Paris.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Spotted trouble.
Seeking cover.
None shall hide from us. Flush them out. Grenade away.
That you threw, you dumbasses.
Metal.
Graft's back in business.
Butch.
Quick once over. That was definitely something.
Okay, was the gurgling really necessary? Senior Sentinel Ebe. I recently finished my review of the security mechanisms present on the flagship of the Sovereign, and I must say our security coordinators have outdone themselves. Defenses ring every corridor, hourly redundant hallway patrols, and the crux of it all, no one can access any deck of the ship without providing deck-specific credentials. This means that, for example, an officer on Deck 2 would be unable to access Deck 4 without aid. No assailant or group of assailants could run roughshod over the ship, no matter how coordinated. I hasten to call the ship nigh impregnable. Perhaps we might even implement some of these security measures in central control as well. All right. Okay, so I looted his ammo from his head. I don't think that's how bodies generally work, but okay. Okay, so apparently we need to go down. All right. Wow, this place has seen better days. Another helmet for our collection. Seriously, did you guys forget to pay your power bill or something? Like the lights are all flickering.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Ooh, an enemy.
Loot motherfucking everything. Apparently there is a door there that we cannot open. Which is kind of weird. Leaving mini rockets laying around? Really, guys? Did you guys not get the muster order? That generally means pick up all your shit. Alright, do you guys sell... Yes. Alright. Get rid of this uranium poisoning. Thank you. Alright, that's much better. Back down you go. Room clear. This copy of the Protectorate Acumen Test is one of the first drafted by the matriarch herself. You may have noticed its unusually simple questions and greatly truncated length. It was believed initially that this was all required to successfully decide the vocation of the Protectorate subjects. In the many peaceful years following the matriarch's passing, the Protectorate iterated lightly upon her initial design. However, after his rise to power, Consul Thoreau correctly identified many ways in which the Protectorate Acumen Test, or PAT, could further identify a subject's strengths and weaknesses. The test nearly quadrupled in length, allowing us all to rest easy knowing Arcadia's future subjects will be properly placed in their societal roles. Somebody was a bit of a gym bro.
Dagmar would never let herself be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it.
Right.
Ah, you're still alive. No, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Azza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to.
Let them talk.
So start talking. Tell me why. Why did you do this? To me!
Why? I'm a loyal subject to the True Protectorate. What other reason is there? When the Consul tasked me to help save the colony, I did not even think to ask why. And you were an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside. But then you went berserk. I never could have imagined how you'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people.
And how exactly was starting a violent cult supposed to save the colony? I'm shocked that filling a vulnerable person's head with lies turned out so poorly for you. Like, I can't tell if that's, like, sarcastic or not. I think it is.
It's a good thing for you. I'm feeling a little less vindictive since I've been running with the commander here. That means your death will be quick. Well, quicker than it would have been.
You should let Dagmar go. If you don't, your anger towards her will consume you.
What? What are you trying to say?
It's driving that chaos and adrenaline you're living on that's wearing you down.
But I can't go back to that gray life. I won't. Why did I ever listen to you and all your questions in the first place? I feel like I don't know anything anymore.
You've got to admit, the report from the reconfiguration proves that the Dawn was a lie.
I've got to admit no such thing. I'm tired of talking. Dagmar dies now.
You've got company, Commander.
She's dead.
I know she betrayed your trust, and I'm sorry.
As am I. Our enthusiasm got the better of us. She should have suffered more. It was too quick a death for one who betrayed not only me, but the whole of the Dawn. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future.
You should disband the Dawn. You don't need them. They could turn into a threat to you.
True. There may be those that do not accept my leadership, but they will die. The Dawn is too important to disband. What little risk any of them may pose doesn't concern me. I can send out a general message from here, informing the cells that the previous exalted leader has betrayed us and has been dealt with, and that I am now in charge. I suspect some will simply jump into the closest rift. And to be perfectly candid, I'm hoping there are more than a few that refuse to acknowledge their new leader. Enough to keep my knife skills up at least.
Well, it's better than nothing. Well, no, we can deal with those personally if it comes to that.
It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.
Perfect cultist. All right, I am not going through all of these. I'm just going to kind of hit the main ones. See if there's anything that we can learn, and it doesn't look like it. All right, but we do have some skills to improve upon. And perks, what do we have? You know what? We'll go ahead and get Psychopath. Why not? I guess we can open these things? Or not? Like, there's a whole ass room in here that we can't get to.
Violence is the answer.
Idlers and refilling my weapon. That cover spot looks much better. Can't believe break it.
Pump me up. I've got murdering to do.
Commander, you're bleeding. Happy to help. Discreetly. Let's get you healed. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
I think we've killed everybody here. I'm pretty sure we've killed everybody. Brainwashing room. I guess not. We haven't killed everybody yet. What do you say, guys? Want to keep on going the murder train? Want to keep the murder train going? Tea, booze, snacks. Ooh, weight room. Found the gym.
Hostile ahead. What's the flake?
See here. One of the locations marked with bright X. Suspected site of initial signing of Articles of Confederation early into Arcadia's founding. Named successfully stricken from records. No copies of surviving initial articles, but extremely sporadic rumors persist that they were shockingly lenient in regards to punishing citizens in infractions and allowed subjects frightful amount of autonomy. Though our society has proven that citizens require strict rules to thrive, rumors of any other guidelines must not be allowed to persist. Continue to identify sources of information and excise them most thoroughly. Well, that's interesting. So they literally found out that, hey, this is not how our society was supposed to be upon founding, but suspicious bookshelf. That unfortunately we can't do anything with. We've got the... Oh, no, we can. It was that or that. Alright, so... What did we open up? I'm not entirely sure what we opened up here. Check the other bookshelves real quick. Already checked that. We got there. That little thing hasn't opened up, unfortunately. Right, that's the way out there. All right. Is there a sneaky way into this one too? Because I figure we might as well go ahead and just like exterminate the whole damn lot of them, right? No sense leaving anybody left alive. Somebody was coming up here to slack off, that's for sure.
Chris? Killing free gun
Depleted.
There we go. Loot the head. All questions must be answered properly to... Oh, yes. Okay. What was the age of the sovereign Vodrick when he... the day of its passing? 40? Yes. 88.
Try and keep your guts on the inside, Commander.
All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. Passed into advanced age. He was 115. Wow. Okay. What do we have? We need anointed, oh, okay. We might actually have all the information we needed because we were very diligent in searching everything. In what two ways were the Articles of Confederation flawed? The subjects were... They naively allowed the subject too much autonomy. Very good. What were the security measures presented on the... Oh, right. A crew of security officers would manually clear the no. Users must present deck-specific set of credentials to access any deck of the ship. Who's in charge of the Protector's religious development? Department of Belief. By what criteria does the Protectorate acumen test truly place subjects? Right, it was by the monarch, the matriarch said it, and then the consul finished it. All right, there we go. Armory is unlocked. Stock rifle. Nice. A little bit of ammo. Some armor. Rocket pistol with rockets. More armor. Few more rounds of ammo. Got grenade. All right. There we go. Okay, so we are ready to head back to the... Yeah, there it is. There's the incognito. All right, give me just a moment here. I need to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. So, yeah, Aza?
It's strange how I ended up here, leading the cult. If I hadn't started traveling with you, I may have spent my days hunting down the members I thought traitors and never realized it was Dagmar until too late. You may not have noticed, but I have a tendency to be a little impulsive. Reckless,
No.
even.
Never. What? You? Reckless? Do you really plan to lead the cult? You don't have any doubts after what happened?
The cult needs me. They need my certainty. It was my deep faith that brought me through this trial, and it is my faith that will restore them. And I'm not discounting your part in all this. Like I said, without you, I'd be dead. The cult in ruins.
I'm glad I could help.
Still too many corporate bootlickers drawing air around here for my taste. Who exactly?
Well, let's go. What do you think of Niles?
Niles' naivete used to wear on me. I mean, how could he still believe in the nonsense he did with everything that happened to him?
What about Val?
I find her amusing. In a best not to torment her or she'll kill us all kind of way, which I completely respect.
What about Marisol?
Of course I do. What's not to like? To envy? Her style, her lethality. Oh, she's a professional for architect's sake. I wish I'd known about her department when I was growing up. Even as a child, I know they'd have seen my potential.
I'm interested to know what you think about Tristan.
I used to think he was just a standard arbiter, albeit one with too much power for his own good. Or anyone else's. But the fact that
Fair.
you were able to make him question the very foundation underpinning his personal reality is frankly astonishing. Hope it doesn't diminish his zeal in smashing fools with that ridiculously large hammer of his.
And what about Inez?
Not only does she possess more heart than your standard corporatist flunky, she's a great deal smarter as well. Don't tell her I said so. Such as?
You know what? Let's revisit this another time. All right. Let's run in here, see if we can't see what party. Oh, yep. Okay. So she has the pommel sap as his weapon now stuns enemies that aren't targeting her. This can only occur once per enemy. It also has increased damage. Or vitals finding design. As his weapon deals even more damage to enemies not targeting her directly. It also has a significant increase in damage in general. Yes. And we have emergency adrenaline injector. The first time as it goes down in each combat, she instead heals to full. Also increases her effectiveness of her armor. Or when not attacking a target, as it will camouflage herself, preventing enemies from attacking her and granting her damage boost. Also increases the effectiveness of armor. Let's do the adrenaline injector. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, Inez is still locked. Tristan's full up. Marisol, we have the one. All right. Oh, wait. I need to heal myself. Let's get a good old crank on the machine. Oh, much better. Don't know what that green stuff is, but man, it works good. Oh, hey, Tristan, did you see
If that blockade had been staffed by staunch Protectorate defenders, we never would have been able to overcome it. Truly a sorry defense.
Yeah,
Certainly. I consider myself an open tome.
Oh, I guess I can't really talk to him about that. You know what? I want to try something. I want to try something before we leave this area. I want to try taking him into Central Command. I want to try taking Tristan into Central Command and looking at that map and see if maybe he will, like... Well, no, I guess that technically was just, like, giving us information as to what the original plan for everything was and stuff like that, rather than like something that we could hunt down. Like, I would love to be able to hunt down, like, and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, let's check this out. I mean, we don't have to worry about anything because we have slaughtered everybody.
Yeah.
We can just, like, waltz right in. Don't mind the bodies. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to say about that. I'm still trying to figure out what the heck that book opened up. Like, I don't see anything that has, like, you know, something that we can search or anything here. Oh, there we go. Secret room. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, so that's where it empties out. It empties out into the tomb of the matriarch. Interesting. So that's interesting that they had like a basically a tunnel that took them like, I think took them like clear across Praetor. Oh no, it just took them across from here to here. Okay, but still that's interesting. So let's go ahead and go back to the undisputed claim. We'll turn in our we'll turn in our little quest for Inez, and she'll be all done up. We'll take Asa as well. Asa's pretty cool. I like her. She's just a serious psychopath. That was originally Rizzo's, but okay. Auntie's Index. Better than nature. Pure propaganda for 2 bits.
Thank you for your customer service.
Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporation. Stacks the deck against the little person. They tried with us.
I do like your new look. Oh, hello.
Ah, so the conquering heroes have returned from the blockade. The footage I received tells the story it needs to, but I am rather disappointed by the absence of excitement, of pizzazz. But a win is a win, as middling achievers often say. Oh, where are my manners? Commander, Inez, meet our new benefactor. This is the business partner I spoke to you about, and she has graciously agreed to fund our new venture.
Yes, we've met. Now, let's not get overly ahead of ourselves.
We did our job. Surely that's enough.
Putting on a show is 40% of the battle. The remaining 60% is messaging.
Well, I'd say these two certainly made our correspondence job easier. Only Auntie herself could have done a finer job at providing sound bites.
Let's try not to exaggerate. It was a fine showing. Now, with her as the face of the brand, we might really have something.
Look, I know I ain't exactly the profile of a business partner, but I know medicine, and I know the potential of grafts more than anyone. You'll not find my experience anywhere.
Perhaps so, but unfortunately I can't be expected to simply take your word for it. You know how it is. Low-level workers have a certain flair for lying and grifting, whilst concurrently exaggerating all accomplishments and ills.
But we can trust your word as her current supervisor. What sort of performance review might you give this associate?
She's the greatest soldier I've had the honor of working with. You'd be lucky to have her.
Well, it's easy to go on soldiering when you trust the one giving the orders.
That's a reasonable endorsement. Wouldn't fit in the one-line write-in space for her quarterly appraisal, but I suppose you couldn't know.
So we have a deal then? I admit that the raid and the interview may not have gone as swimmingly as I would have liked, but there is something there.
Suppose I can make good on the funding after all. We'll see in time where this arrangement leaves us. In any case, good day.
So that's it. We're clear to restart the grafting program. And you'll abide by my demands. No more senseless killing. No more hurting folk?
Of course not. Unless said folk agree to it. Yes, we are at an agreement. Consider this a bonus for your efforts. When the time is right, I will reach out to you for further planning. You have been instrumental, soldier. Inez, well done indeed.
What, no praise for me?
Afraid not. Farewell.
All right, that's funny. But what you think, Inez?
Never thought I'd be able to see the undisputed claim in all her glory. Visiting was invite only for us troopers, and even then, you had to pay a month's salary to secure entry. Would have been worth every bit, though.
All right. Let's just fast travel back to the incognito. Man, my shoulder's been popping like crazy today. Of course, when I went to bed last night, or this morning, it was like 12 degrees out, so...
Have time for a chat, Commander? Willard,
Sure.
Vice President Conan, sent me a message just now about how the investment meeting went. Seems he showed off the footage from the blockade, interview and all, and they all agreed to fund the grafting program and start it up again in earnest. I think we actually pulled this off, Commander. They even thought to bring me into middle management for the program. Can you believe it?
Got what you wanted, Inez. Feel special and powerful. Must feel great.
I'm a middle manager, not someone with actual authority. Weren't about feeling special neither. Just like I matter, I reckon. I'm realizing now that I never really imagined something like this was possible after ending my contract like that. Never thought I'd be at the forefront of a military campaign. Never thought I'd be able to change much about Auntie's choice, let alone that I'd want to. But here I am. Reckon you could say I proved myself after all. Thank you, Commander, for everything.
Well, you're very welcome.
Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment. We got a galaxy to save.
That is true. We do. So, I think tomorrow we will focus on, Marisol's to start with. So let's go ahead and go to Dorado. We'll take both killers. And then we'll need to go down to Matriarch's Mercy. And yeah, that's, like I said, I think that's where we're going to save and end for today. It just feels like a good stopping point. We've got Azza is where she feels like she needs to be. Inez is where she feels she needs to be. And everybody seems pretty happy. So, let's save there. All right. And as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to press that subscribe button. Don't forget the top link in the description down below takes you to our Fourth Wall merch page where you can buy things like our Serve the Directorate, Serve Humanity t-shirts, hats, mugs, all kinds of stuff. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below, like our Facebook page, Twitter account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, later on in about 2 hours tonight, we will be back with more Slime Rancher 2, and I think we're ready to finish that up. And then tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more of the Outer Worlds 2. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!